What's up, good people? Yeah, we got a little different look tonight. You know what I'm saying? We doing it just a little bit different this evening. Welcome to another episode of the Millionaire Man Cave. Tonight, I am your host, Mr. Old Fashioned. It's weird. I guess Ty decided that he was too cool to be with us tonight, so it's just going. Ty's actually heading. He's traveling this week with his wife, and so he made the mistake of leaving us to do the show without his mistake. But here we are. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it do what it do. I don't know where the third member of this trio is. The third,
Mr. Student. Reasonable.
But it's whatever. It's whatever. We can make it happen. You know what I'm saying? We can make it work. So I'm gonna go ahead and let my boy Mike introduce himself. Mike, reintroduce yourself to the people, sir.
Let me reintroduce myself. My name is Mike.
And old dingy bastard, apparently, as well.
Yeah, I'm still the old dingy bastard. Not to be confused with the old dirty bastard. Shimmy, shimmy, ya. My catchphrase is himmy, himmy, ya.
There you go.
I'm just the old dingy bastard. But yeah, man. Just Mike down in Charlotte from the DMV. Every week we're ready for Tuesday night.
There you go. Hey, me too. Ready for Tuesday. Always looking forward to it. You know what I'm saying?
Got your drink in hand?
Got my drink in hand, sir. Got my drink in hand.
My man.
Got my drink in my two-step.
That's all you need. That's all you need right there.
There you go. Hey, look who's who's out there in the world doing his thing.
What did he do? He sent a picture earlier. I said, Stephanie gonna be jealous of that picture.
That's right. He living his best life. You know what I'm saying? So, but Ty, thank you for allowing us to do the show without you. I don't know if you made the right decision, but that's all right. We're gonna figure that out. So
let's see how that thing go.
There you go. So, Mike is in the house, and Mr. Always Late. We got
when Donell is in the house. Oh my God, danger!
Right. So, hey, yo, Donell, what's up, man? How you doing, man?
I'm all right. Yeah, they ignored me, audience. I was supposed to be on time. Ain't nobody want to let me in. So
hey, you know what? I be late too sometimes. It's okay. Just it's all right. I be late too sometimes. That's how it go. That's how it roll. But we here now.
Change my camera angle. Might do doing a commercial or something.
So hey guys, let me ask you a question. So Donell, I don't know. You don't like you got no drink in your hand right now. But Mike, what you drinking on right now?
I got Penelope Architect.
You got the Architect. So I was gonna buy that, and I ended up getting this the Redwood Empire Pipe Dream instead. And I'm trying to keep my budget. You know what I'm saying? I spend too much money on my bourbon right now, so I'm trying to keep the budget. But it's good. It's good stuff. I heard of Penelope. It's good stuff as well.
It is. Yeah. Smooth. I like it.
Yeah. That's good stuff. Donell, you drinking anything tonight? Nothing?
No beer, nothing.
He totally sober tonight. Totally sober.
So, I don't want to make it a habit.
Hey, you know what? I got the habit. Make it a habit. I got the habit. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Well, we are doing the show this evening. Like I said, without Ty, glad to have everybody here. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do something that we don't normally do on this show. At least we don't do weekly on this show. But I think it's an important piece, at least for me, so I'm gonna do it for you guys as well. How is your mental, guys? How's your mental health check? You know what I'm saying? How you guys feeling mentally right now?
Mental health check 1 2 1 2. Mentally, I'm stable. How about that?
There you go.
That's a good word.
There you go. No, I
I'm
appreciate
mentally
that. You know
stable tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
That
what
is
about
trying
you?
to get a few more glasses of Penelope in me.
And then you be unstable as hell. You're gonna be.
Then I might be.
Donell, what about you, man?
I would probably say like, not to be like a Scrooge or anything like that. I think what it is, I'm just not ready for the holidays. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what?
Okay.
I'm with you on that though. And that honestly, guys, that's the reason why I even brought that up. Because the holidays, like the weather change, the time change, like that joint is hard. It's hard.
But
my
not
boys
only
actually asked me. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm curious.
I was gonna say my boys actually asked me today. We was riding home today in the car, and they said, "Daddy, are you excited about Christmas?" And I was like, "Not really." I was like, and it's not Christmas is not the problem. It's actually the fact that like we have 2 holidays back to back that are work. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got time off, but you're not taking time off. Like it's always something to be done during these 2 holidays. I was like, spring break, summer, those are great, but Thanksgiving, Christmas, it's tough, man. It just feels tough all the time.
It's too much pressure, and then New Year's is right there to follow. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like what we doing for the holidays, then what we doing for the New Year, and I'm just like, I'm just trying to get up and go to work the next day.
Right. Then don't forget about what we doing for Valentine's Day.
Right around the corner, right, birthday boy.
It's all right there. You know what I'm saying? It's all right there. So it's crazy. It's just a crazy time, right? So I bring that up because of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a tough time of year for many different reasons, many different people, and know that we will try our best to have a good time and not worry about nonsense if we can, or bring more nonsense. We like to bring nonsense to the table, right? We like to be nonsensical around here. Be the name of this show.
All right. But yeah, like you were saying though, I mean, a lot of people, not even the work aspect of like everything you got to do, but for a lot of people, it brings sadness because they've lost people and they don't have them around during these great, holiday times. And people, so people's emotions kind of go up and down during the holidays. You got melancholy, joyous, a little bit of all of it. So we got to be mindful of that, to me.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
You need to be emotionally intelligent.
Yeah, that's emotionally intelligent. There you go. That's what we talking about tonight. We talking about emotional intelligence. We ain't there yet. We got a little way to go before we get there. Let's do something that might or might not be emotionally intelligent. I'm talking about word to the wise.
I don't know. Look, I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's gonna be good or bad, but ladies, tis the season. Tis the season. So, it's the holiday times, and a lot of y'all like to watch Hallmark Channel. Let me tell you something. Hallmark is not reality. Listen, you get with a guy like me, we not doing 1,000, like garland all over the house, lights just everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Like, could you imagine what the electricity bill gonna be? Nah, not over here, Slim.
So the word to the wise is that we ain't doing the holidays like that. What you doing, Mike? Do I need to
changing my camera angle?
Mike wants to be one.
There we go.
Okay. All right. The word to the wise
I ain't
is
like looking down on everything.
Gotcha. We ain't doing the holidays like that. You don't get the. You know what? I didn't even know Hallmark was still a channel. I ain't even know that John was still on.
What?
Honestly.
Hey, but
Yes.
if you think about it, though,
My
like,
wife is a religious Hallmark watcher.
wow,
Really?
these Christmas movies. Wow, these Christmas movies be having like a million decorations. Do you even know how much the decorations cost?
Yo, that John crazy, right? But, I mean, there's people out there who they go crazy with it every year. They go buck wild decorating their house every year.
Call me a Scrooge, young. I can't fade it. You know what I'm saying? Like
you know, there's actually there's actually people who they charge to come out and put the lights up on your house. Like that's their business every year. They like yearly business.
I'm looking for somebody now in Charlotte.
Yeah.
But
are you really?
They charge like, okay, so there's one place they put up a flyer, not a flyer, like a little
stake in the ground thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
At the beginning of both entrances of the neighborhood. Yeah. So I hit them up. Them Bamas start at 1,000.
Yeah. I just wrap the stair rail. That's all I do. I wrap like you get lights on the stair rail.
So
I'm trying to find some lights on stair rail. I'm trying to find somebody now.
Can I throw some lights over the bush? I throw some lights over the bush in front of the house, like just throw them out there and see whatever design they make. That's it.
That's all.
That's all we got.
So I'm trying to find somebody now that's cheaper that has a ladder that can reach the roof of a 2-story house. That's the hard part, And I got somebody I think that said they would charge me $200, but that's still a little more than I want to spend on that.
Hey man. I'm so simple, you know what I'm saying?
Like, just bringing it down too.
How about like a light, like a little candlelight, like a fake candlelight in the window?
In the window, just flickering in the window. Didn't they used to say that if you got the single light in the window, it's like a sign of the KKK or something? I
don't know about that. I hadn't heard that one.
Hey, look, I'll be the cheap dude to get the solar one, so it go out where they go out. You know what I'm saying? Like, say lights on when they get dark, and 2 hours later they out. That's it. That's all out. You get.
Like we done for the night. We done for the night. Hey, I'm with you on that, man.
But you know what I'm saying?
You don't need to go through all that.
Just thinking about it, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, what y'all do? Like, I know y'all got electrical outlets outside. Like, what y'all do when it rain or snow for some people? Like, do they build, like, boxes to, like, protect it?
Yeah, my lights is fine. Yeah. My lights is fine in the like, I got lights on the deck. You know what I'm saying?
I do yard lights every year.
Yeah, they weather lights. And then I use make sure I use an outdoor extension cord so I don't have no problems. But...
I don't know. I just imagine like what's my man Chevy Chase and
the
National Lampoon's
Family Vacation Christmas Vacation.
Vacation.
That joint hilarious with the cat that got ended up in the tree.
That part.
I'm gonna have to watch that joint again. Somebody else
I love that
movie recently. I gotta see
it. That joint is hilarious to me. But yeah, man. The holidays and lights and all that stuff, people be getting a little overboard with it as far as I'm concerned. But
yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a channel, whole dedicated to Christmas time, and it starts before Halloween. Like, I think that's probably like part of my stress is like, it's like, oh Lord, we haven't even got through Halloween, and we're what I'm saying, already talking about Christmas stuff.
Right. That's true. That's true. I mean, the songs on the radio. I'd be like,
and then people be killing me. People be killing me talking about some Halloween. I mean, Christmas is every day in our house, but everybody I ain't gonna say everybody I know, but it's a lot of y'all still go buck wild doing Black Friday.
Yo, okay, that is a great what's the word?
Segue.
Transition.
Segue. Thank you. Transition. Segue. You guys are great. Thank you. To the next thing that I want to talk about, and we're gonna go right into the Black Thread, Twitter, whatever files. I don't even know what the hell it is. It should be Black Instagram because I'm pretty sure we do more Instagram than anything on this jump. So Anywho, the first one that I want to talk about is actually not even black, but it deals with Black Friday. So I guess we're gonna let it be black.
It's black enough.
We're gonna let it be black. Okay. And I thought this joint was interesting because it talks about all those Black Friday deals, right? So let's see what we got going on here. I keep all kinds of stuff locked down in my. So this is the.
I'm coming, Mama. I'm coming. Is it coming up? Or are you queuing it?
That's crazy, right? So they're not even actually having no deals.
I didn't say anything, Doc.
You ain't see it?
Yeah, nothing showed.
Oh, why y'all ain't say something?
Just the three of us. Yeah.
Oh, I've been looking at myself. Wait, how that jump? It don't. Okay. Oh shoot. Okay, I gotta change that jump. What?
We usually go to the left. Yeah.
You would think I knew how to do this, but apparently I don't, guys. There we go.
Okay, this something.
All right. I'm gonna get it. This is it's hard to do when you the person doing both things at one time. All right, let's see what we got. We're gonna try this again.
Much respect to Ty, right?
Right? You know what I'm saying? Ty, you do a good job with this, sir. All right. All right. We're gonna add that jump. Now you can see what I'm looking at. Now.
Okay, what about this one? Oh, it's the same.
Black Friday deal?
I don't get it.
That's a deal?
Okay, this one. It's the same.
Oh, snap.
I don't get it. I'm confused.
I mean, the truth of the matter is that them Black Friday deals ain't really deals. Like, it ain't. That I mean, the pricing on it is still just as bad as the normal price. Like, they used to do real deals, but I guess these days with inflation, they just keep doing the same. Just tell you it's a deal, but it ain't really.
Unless it's something. Excuse me, like unless it's something you've been like looking at and you monitoring whether or not it goes on sale, if it go on clearance or whatever the case may be.
Right.
Like I'm not going to reveal the retail store that I work at, but like for the most part, it is a Black Friday deal. However, depending on what it is, you're better off. Like you'll get a better deal with a coupon before or after the Black Friday.
I got to single you out on that one. You get a better deal with a coupon before or after?
Before, you know what I'm saying? Because they have at the spot, like, you know, with the Black Friday sale, there's no coupon. You can't use any coupons.
Right.
Okay.
So,
but you might get one the next week.
Price end up being about the same.
You might get one the next week that's 25% off when they try to get you
they already printed and sent. You know what I'm saying? And people was trying like, I got this. Like, look at the dates, and I'm like, that day not here yet.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, come back in a week. Like
that part.
Wow.
But depending, like real talk, depending on what it is, you're better off getting it before or after with the coupon.
Wow. Well, there you go. See, that kind of stuff.
And I talk about this each year, but a couple of years ago, I realized at Best Buy, they had different serial numbers it's like a cheaper or different model that they put out on Black Friday. Check those last 4 numbers of the one you've been looking at, and then check the one that's on the Black Friday sale.
Yeah.
And then what happened, the reason I found it out is because I was checking the critiques, reviews. That's the word. I was checking the reviews, and the reviews are always shoddy on these certain ones. And come to find out, those are the Black Friday ones.
And that's the same thing. That's the same thing with the with the big box stores like Costco and Sam's Club and BJ's.
Okay.
It's the same thing. Like they thinking they getting like this amazing deal because you done bought a 90-inch TV for like $1. You know what I'm saying? But it's not the same TV that's at Best Buy.
Right.
So
you got to when you are trying to get these Black Friday deals, or not even that. I don't want to say that because that's different. When you're trying to get something that you want, you've got to do your research. You got to make sure things match up, and then check your prices at different places. That's
about to say. I think too. Real quick. My whole point was, and this kind of like came to me. I was like, be mindful of where you purchasing, like especially with electronics. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a Best Buy and or Sam's Club and Costco, their return policy is generous. You know what I'm saying? So just be mindful. Like if you're gonna spend a whole bunch of money, you know what I mean, and it doesn't turn out, or you know what I mean, like purchase electronics where they might offer you a warranty.
Right. Next time I'm going to Circuit City.
Well, if you go there, make sure you purchase the warranty.
That joint worth about as much as the paper's written on.
Circuit City was that spot, man.
Or, what I'm saying, and it's probably a better idea if if you purchased a homeowner's warranty.
Okay. Home shield or something like that. For
your electronics, so that way you're covered. Especially tis the season, especially for some of y'all Cowboy fans. You know what I'm saying? We gearing up for the month of December. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all throw y'all controllers at the TV because
y'all think y'all going somewhere. Y'all think y'all gonna do something, but
Black Friday they get these big 80-inch TVs, and the Cowboys ain't even on the TV past December.
How about a better idea? Better idea is y'all can get some of those COVID shields that like at the registers they put the shield so that so you can shield off your anger from your electronics, so you ain't buying new stuff. Put some of those up, and call it a screen protector.
Screen. All right, well, look, before we get into the rest of the Black Twitter files or the Black X, whatever the hell it is, we're going to take a commercial break, and then we'll be right back.
Is Demita Joe. Each Wednesday, you can find me here at 3 p.m. I'll be over here discussing different things that are going on and try to bring you a boost of positivity for your week, because we all need this. We're going to share some feel-good stories. We might find a hometown hero. We may take a look at some trending topic. And sometimes we might even find a lesson in a not-so-warm and fuzzy story if we can. I'm Tamina Joe, and I'll see you guys on the next episode right here on What's Going On?
And we are back. We're back. I don't know what I was expecting, but we back. And
maybe some applause. I don't know.
anyway. So there's you know what? I'm gonna say this. The internet is on fire. It's on fire. Okay.
Always.
So I sat down, right, and I started going through, and this is the first time I will be the first one to say I've been on the internet a long time since it first started. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen a lot on the internet, right? I remember when it first began. But the interesting thing today, this week, with Instagram and Twitter and all those places, like, it was the most ratchet internet stories I have ever come across. And I was like, yo, I know, you know, Ty not here this week, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of ratchet stories that I could pull up and put on the show. And, you know, it would be my fault, right, if things got too ratchet around here. But you know, some of them might make it through today, because I feel like there's some things that came up that we just got to talk about. And
what's going on? What's going on, John?
We're gonna talk about it just a little bit. So I'm gonna start off with one that I thought was funny, and y'all tell me whether y'all think it's funny or not. You know, love it or hate it, I thought it was hilarious. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this Joan up. And
we piss, we shiver. If you're a guy, you know.
Oh wait, I gotta start it over from the beginning. So.
Weird things guys do that girls don't know about. Coming in at number 1, sometimes when we piss, we shiver. If you're a guy, you know what I'm talking about. It's kind of like this cold sensation you get. It feels really good to take a number 1. Coming in at number 2, we let the last drop of pee fall into our underwear because we're too lazy to grab a piece of toilet paper. It's just
no, I shake it off.
No. And I guess we'd say toilet paper too on top of that, so it's a win-win. At number 3, sometimes we flush the toilet before we finish and try to finish before the toilet flushes. It's a game that we do sometimes. Why, I do not know. At number 4, after we finish pooping, sometimes we just look at it. What can I say? Sometimes you just gotta take the time to admire your masterpiece. Weird things, guys.
And that was funny to me.
Oh God,
that was funny to me. Yeah, I mean,
admire your masterpiece.
I thought it was hilarious. I got a kick out of that one for sure. Okay, so
yeah,
go ahead.
No, I was just going to comment on that. I never like to have pee drip into my underwear. I'm a shaker. When I'm
you be standing there dabbing. You be dabbing too. You be dabbing.
I shake it out, and it's funny because I saw there was something on the internet. It was earlier this year. It might have been springtime, where they were saying when the guys are at the gas pump and they rattle the gas pump before they pull it out. And they said this is a guy thing, and it is.
It is. That's true. It's a guy thing for sure. So, all right. So, okay. So we're gonna get into some real news, though. I just thought that was funny. I had to bring it up. I had to let you guys be aware of, like, it's hilarious to me because I definitely shiver when I pee sometimes. Not all the time. I ain't gonna lie. Not all the time, but it happens sometimes. Anyway. So, did y'all hear about Tiffany Haddish?
just saw something about a DUI something.
Yo, Tiffany Haddish is having one hell of a week. Okay, I'm gonna bring the Joan up. This is how it started. This is before the DUI. So this was her before the DUI.
Tiffany so nice. Asked me to do shit just to. Oh, she's a nice person. Tiffany's so nice and so sweet. That nice shit. That nice shit. I'm tired of being fucking nice to you, raggedy motherfuckers, and y'all lazy. Lazy.
Whoa.
Stop being so fucking lazy. God. I'm just tired of people playing with me. Don't nobody want to work for free. I don't even ask people to work for free. Especially if I've ever paid you one day, if you ever did any work for me directly and I paid you or I offered to pay you, don't be expecting me to show up for nothing. Leave my whole damn state to go to a whole nother state, not even a direct flight, and you want to ask me to do shit just to get. Oh, she's a nice person. Tiffany's so nice and so sweet. That nice shit. And you want to get.
So it goes on like that.
What
it goes
the
on like
hell?
That. She went off. There's several different like scenes of her like straight like losing it. Then she got arrested for DUI. Okay, so
wow.
She having a week for sure. I mean,
I like to.
That's the industry apparently will do that to people.
It'll eat you up, dog.
Right? The junk crazy. It's crazy.
If you don't know how to handle it, it can eat you up.
Yeah. So I don't know. That we're gonna go to some other people who had a little bit of an issue this month, today.
This is the biggest.
Got King Harris, you know what I'm saying? He went off.
They better respect my people.
This is why. This is how it started.
Respect my people. Y'all better respect my people. We don't do that, Atlanta. That's why he gonna miss. We don't do that, Atlanta. Y'all better respect my people. Y'all better respect my people. Yeah, Where Michael Thomas? They better respect.
So that's how it started. Oh wait, I gotta skip it. Wait a second. I got a lot of stuff going on here. Let's see. Oh,
this woman.
I got so much
pop up.
So this is
You upset. You can't. I know you. Ain't no mystery about it. I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business.
Stand on business.
Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself and the family, nigga. You embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
Hey, what did you tell me? Get out of me, nigga. Get out of me, nigga.
What you think you know with me? Shit you can do with me.
So, I mean,
oh my god.
There's other videos. So this is another video, same part. But there's actually this one right here starts at the beginning of that whole conversation.
Y'all know me. You know I stand on business.
Roach on your face.
Here. No, that's not the goal.
All right, then. So there it goes.
In your ear.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I got in the neighborhood with me that broke up with roach in your ear. Y'all want to go to the bando in my neighborhood? Do y'all want to go to the bando? Do y'all want to go to the bando? To make him look better, he said he know not true. Silver spoon, I ain't never ate with that day a day in my life.
You did have a silver spoon.
Look, used to have to come to my grandma's house because I'm getting in the fight.
You cried like a baby to go to your grandma's house.
Every day.
You to hold your breath.
Every day.
I don't want to be in these gates. I want to be outside in the neighborhood. That's why I want to be over there. But they don't understand that.
No, I'm gonna tell you the reason why you want to be over there. Y'all ready? Because he can suck and pacify over there till he was 12 years old. He want to suck and pacify till he was 12 years old. He couldn't do that in the house.
Roach on your face.
No, that's not the goal.
All right, then.
Yeah.
They trying to say I was over there trying to suck a passy, but they ain't gonna tell you everything like that. They're trying to hide it.
Ain't nobody hiding
it. He capping. Hey, he know I stand on business. He know.
So that was the start of that jump. That's how it got out of hand because they was talking, and apparently, what I saw a video from some months back, August, where they was like going in, like where T.I. was on some kind of like a radio show or something like that, or a talk show, and they was like joning on him and his teeth, like how he got his teeth done. So I don't know. You tell me. What y'all think?
I don't know, man. It feels like there's a lot of underlying stuff in there that we just don't know about. Like Will and his kids, Will Smith and his kids, and just I don't know. And who was it? Was it Michael Irvin that put his son on blast for saying that he grew up or that he was gutter and
because he a rapper now. He want to be a rapper.
Yeah. Okay, so it was Michael Irvin, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he put his son on blast. I was like, you ain't grow up like that.
Like you went to private school. You grew up in a gated community. So, I mean, like you know about that.
So these stars, kids, and these $1 million babies, they on some other stuff trying to stay relevant in the street and be, I don't know. What you think? What you say, Donell?
Well, from far as I know, like, a lot of people from like, Georgia and even Atlanta, they say they stand on T.I. being like the king of the South. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm assuming he, you know what I'm saying? I'm assuming because I really don't know, but I've heard people say, he was in those streets. And, of course, Tiny would escape. I kind of just think that, you know what I'm saying, in terms of T.I.'s legacy for who he was, you know what I'm saying, like, King trying to fill those shoes and he can't, you know what I mean? And, I guess every family dynamic is different. So I won't, speak on this situation per se, but I'm just like, T.I. got a point. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, why be somebody you don't even have to be? You know what I'm saying? And, they like Silver Spoon, like from the outside looking in. That's how it seems to me, Silver Spoon. Because guess what we not going to do? We can't knock on T.I.'s door and be like, come outside. You know what I mean? That's what the neighborhood was like back in the day.
Right.
You're right.
And I guess, with both of them being like entertainers, you know what I'm saying? I guess naturally you want somebody in your family to raise your kids. So, him being at his grandmother's house, that's to me like that's normal stuff.
I mean, I agree with that, but
I see two sides.
In my opinion, this is the problem with it, right? Like he want to be, whether he want to admit it or not, King want to be like his father, right? And I think his father has decided that because King didn't grow up the way that T.I. did, he can't be. You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't have to be. But I guess more importantly to your point, John, to me, you know what I'm saying? Kids like that, like they want their independence. You see what I'm saying? And Does he want to be a rapper? Yeah. You know, I don't know that he wants to be like his father, but he desperately wants his own identity.
Right. I agree. And I think that he is having a hard time with the fact that his father is not legitimizing him as an individual.
Okay.
Right? Like the fact that his father went on TV or a radio show or whatever and
roasted him.
You know what I'm saying? That's tough. You know, how do you deal with something like that, right? Like how you come back from something. Like if I did that to my kids, I think my kids will feel some kind of way about it too.
Yeah, but that's the reality though.
Yeah, I mean it is.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? If not his father,
somebody else.
Yeah, but the problem with that is that he, more than anybody, your kids, when they grow up, when they feel like they're growing up, they want to be respected by their parents for the decisions that they make. If you like literally disrespecting them in public, like that feels some kind of way.
So here's my spin on that, right? You know, I've watched I guess they call it the T.I. and Tiny show. You know what I'm saying? It's like these young cats. It's like, oh, you might have like a fan base on social media, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? And I think King was trying to do like a concert. I don't know if it was a school night or something like in Tennessee or Memphis or whatever the case may be. And T.I. was basically kind of saying like, you're not going to do it because you're not putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? And I get that. You know what I mean? Like I totally get that. You know what I mean? Like yeah, you want to be great, but you don't have that work ethic. You don't have that work ethic. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess for me, it's like, well, even for my own, you know what I mean? Like, you want me to support you. I want you to be the one initiating. I want you to be the one, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want me to be all in, I got to see that you all in. Because otherwise, you just talking.
Right. So this ain't the topic for tonight, but I love this. So does that mean that we make our kids soft?
I don't. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
The life that we give them, are we making them soft?
I put my son. I might not. You know, I don't put my kids' business on social media and anything like that. But I definitely like, I definitely give my son a gut check. You know what I'm saying? And I don't hold nothing back. Like if it hurts his feelings, so be it. But you know what I'm saying? But you know, my thing is this is how I feel. And if I'm feeling this way, guess who? You know what I'm saying? Guess like it. You know what I'm saying? Like other people are going to feel the same way.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? Like you could take heed at a young age and then be like, oh, well, I'm glad, you know what I'm saying, that you know you gave me the reality of what life really is. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one day it'll go up like a light bulb. Like, you know, I don't know, but you know, I don't know. Like I feel like I work way too hard and way too much for all my accomplishments. You know what I mean? And I try not to put silver spoons in my kids' mouth. But guess what? The reality is, if you don't have the same work ethic, if you don't have that drive to want to do better, it's, you know what I'm saying? And if you're okay with mediocrity, and I tell them that all the time, then I'm okay with that. But just don't stress me out, because I'm, you know what I'm saying? In my early age, I'm still trying to reach the top, whatever the top is, whatever that cap is, whatever God got for me.
I hear that.
What I've realized, man, from looking back on my years and my parents, looking at friends, being in the school system, looking at people. I do a lot of people watching. I study people, right? You know, not research study, but you know, I study people. And I've realized that no matter what you try to provide for your kids, there's always going to be something that they still resent you for. There's always going to be something that you did not provide that they felt like they needed, or they felt like you should have gave them.
Or gave them more of, right?
Or more of. So
you didn't give it
this
to
is not
them,
100%. It's not 100%. It's not everybody, but a lot, for the most part, it's a lot. So it's like parents, each generation of parents tries to give their kids what they felt like they should have had when they were kids. And each generation is different because each generation comes up feeling like their parents missed out on something. So they want to for their kids.
And Mike, are you saying like, and because this is my interpretation of it, like it could be something as big as they felt like they didn't get enough of your time, right? Because you were trying to provide for them, so they feel like they didn't get enough of your time, right? It could be that, or it could be that they didn't get enough praise, or they didn't, and it's subjective, right? You know what I'm saying? They could just remember the moments when you was harder on them than you were, the moments when you praised them. Like it ain't. I think we live in a time and in a culture where it's far easier to be like, this is what I didn't get than remembering the things that you did get. Because that's what we do. We celebrate, or not celebrate, like we tend to live in the famine versus the feast. Right. Okay. So that's my opinion. I feel like
I think that's that's a human trait.
Yeah. I think we live in the famine versus the feast, right? Like we don't realize like all the good stuff that we have because we so focused on the stuff we don't feel like we got enough of. So
it's like they say, praise is praise. I can't think of the statement, but it's like a habit that you have to force upon yourself because it's not natural. I don't even want to say it because that sounds false, but you don't typically, like you were saying, you don't typically praise everybody for everything and or Thanksgiving. You take a lot of things for granted. It's a natural thing, and you have to train yourself. And I've seen that through a couple of different churches and stuff. It's like they talk about it. You have to train yourself for Thanksgiving. There's another word I'm looking for, but Thanksgiving is kind of the word, not Thanksgiving like the holiday, but giving thanks for everything.
Donell, what was you gonna say?
Yeah.
So I was just gonna say, Mike, I heard you say, it's not 100% accurate. I was gonna say for me, like, I didn't grow up with the freshest Jordans, or the freshest gear. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest with you, I think, in my, like early childhood years, like I really didn't care what the clothes were. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just, I was just a kid that just played outside, I guess, if you will. Right. Okay. I think that, once I got to like of age when, my peers, was starting to like, wear designer stuff, if you will. I think I got by with, average type clothing, right? I got by. But, what I say that to say, like, I never took my parents for granted for what they didn't give, And I think as an adult, and it is till this day, I'm more so, all right, my parent, we ate, like we didn't have to eat out every other week or, every other day. We had clothes, So, designer wasn't a big thing, Like, but, I stayed warm in the wintertime and I was cool in the summertime, But as an adult, it was more so like, all right, well, I'm going to go to work and the things that, within my means I can afford, I'm going to get it myself because I work hard for it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't envy, like I didn't envy other kids for the stuff that they had.
So, and I don't want to cut you off, but I want to touch upon a different aspect. So is there anything, and I want to bring it back to the essence of what I was saying, is there anything that you decided as a new parent, you know, or even before you became a parent, that you were like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna make sure that I do this way with my kids, that, you know, or are your parents the model? Like you everything your parents did, you're gonna do. There was nothing that you felt like they did that could have been different, that you decided to do different with your kids.
They could have showed more grace when I didn't. When I didn't do so good.
When you acted up.
When I acted up in school.
When you was being a knucklehead.
That part. I'm saying in terms of like, you know, the value of money. You know, I don't know that I do anything differently or did anything differently. I think what I did do differently. Yeah. I think what I did do differently is try to teach them at an early age, you know, financial responsibility, okay. You know, that's like life type things earlier, you know what I mean? Instead of getting it from just school, you know what I mean? You know, I think once my son got to like, I don't know, middle school, you know what I'm saying? Like shoes were different, you know, cost differently back then than they do now, you know, but, you know, phone posits, they're expensive, you know what I'm saying? And so like my whole thing was, well, you know, I'm not buying expensive shoes if your foot's still growing, you know what I mean? But I guess, you know, my thing is too, is it, you know, if you deserve phone posits, then you'll get phone posits. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have no problem. Like, I have no issues getting my kids that type stuff. Like, we not doing like no Louis Vuitton or nothing like that. But, you know, if I got it, I'll get it. But just
Louis Vuitton to you is phone posit to somebody else, though.
Right. Well, I can tell you what.
We talk about my household. We ain't talk about anybody else's household.
Right. I tell you what.
But what I'm saying is however they earn it, whether it be chores, have it be their own money, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, it's, you know, make sure you doing good in school. But if I gotta tell you 1,000 times to take the trash out, like you not earning my money that, you know what I'm saying, that I work for.
Right.
You know? But if you go out and get a job and you want to go get some phone posits, so be it.
So be
it. Right. I mean, look, my son got a pair of Jumpmans recently. That boy he won't even wear them no more. He's like, I don't want to crease them up. I was like, boy, you put them damn shoes on your feet. You know what I'm saying? And he trying to be. Hey, my wife was like, why is you walking like you got a limp? I was like, babe, he trying not to crease his shoes. He trying not to crease the shoes. You know what I'm saying?
And see, that's another thing.
They'll look it up on the internet.
Yeah.
To see how to do it.
But see, that's another thing too, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're not gonna take care of this to me expensive stuff, then you know what I'm saying? Like it's not worth the investment.
Yeah. I know. I appreciate it. Like I was happy I do wish he would put the Nike boots on though. He got the Nike boots. My wife, who hilariously, my wife from New Jersey, but she bought the boy a pair of Nike boots. I'm like, that is DC as you can get right there. You don't get no more DC than some Nike boots. I ain't never even had a pair of Nike boots. And I ain't never had a pair of Jumpmans or J's. I ain't never had a pair of Jordans in my life. Okay. But my son got them. And I'm like, when I found out he wasn't trying to crease his Jumpman, I was like, yes, sir. I was like, but you do need to put them Nike boots on your feet. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, wear the Nike boots. I appreciate the fact that you also from DC for DMV, you know. So that's how I feel about that. Use them, you know what I'm saying? All right. So we going go ahead.
I mean, I don't want to get too far deep in the woods into it because, you know what I'm saying, it's not, for me, it's not like it's not a jealousy type situation. You know, sometimes I'm just so taken back by the things that the parents buy their kids these days. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, you know, why? Just me. You know, if my son going to school with a kid or daughter going to school with a kid with a $1,000 pair of shoes on, you know, to me it just takes away from the work ethic for the next generation.
Yeah, I agree.
It does.
All right, so I'm gonna show this, and I don't know. Y'all tell me after I show this whether we should go to a commercial break and then come back and talk about it along with the video that Mike has. Okay, but this joint was I feel it in my soul on this one, so I gotta show you guys. Okay.
All right.
So hold on. This one touched my soul. So
you won't break my soul.
Tells you she's the problem, believe her. Whenever I hear
so what she said was started from the beginning.
If a woman tells you she's the problem, believe her. Whenever I hear a woman say, I don't know if you can handle me, I wouldn't handle it. The package is broken. When she's proud to say I'm toxic, you realize women say that because women just want to justify her ridiculousness and or over behavior. If you're stupid to not heed that upfront warning. And when they say like, well, if you don't like my attitude, then don't be with me. Girl, are you crazy? You know dang well that will not slide with a man that got some self-respect and common sense. When they say I'm crazy, run. You should love me for who I am. Absolutely not. If you love someone, you call them out on the BS that they do, the flaws that they have, and you leave an option for growth. You allow someone that you love to continue to live in bad habits. It's not love. I don't call that love. Most of these things either show that they had a really bad history of relationships or they're setting the tone for when they do mess up, which is what they had planned to do from the beginning. But instead of apologizing, you've now allowed them to hurt you. Only come back and say, I told you I was toxic. I told you I was like this. It's just who I am. There's no accountability, no self-awareness, and they're so far gone, they don't even want to change. That's sad.
So you tell me, do we go to the next commercial break and then talk about this along with the video that I'm going to show from Mike? Or do we just have
I feel like we should go ahead and hit it now, then we'll come back from the break and associate it with the rest.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
So what y'all think? What y'all think about what this young lady said?
As she was speaking, I'm like, for real? But at the same exact time, I'm also feeling like she also spitting some nuggets. So it just, I don't know how to process it fully. It seems as though she's hitting some points, but maybe not in the right directions. I don't know. What do you think?
Really?
Because, well, let me say it this way. Points she was hitting. Somebody tells you who they are, believe it. Those are valid points. Now the points that I felt like she was going away was more to the accountability part. I'm losing where I was with it, but it, like I said, because it was kind of fuzzy to me. Y'all talking.
You've been drinking too much already.
Penelope seeing me right now.
There you go. It's getting you. It's got you. It's architecture.
Yeah.
It got you.
but as y'all talk, I'll think of my points too. So.
From my perspective, what she said was spot on, 100%. Like I just felt like, because I've met chicks who have been like, you can't handle me, and in my mind, like. You take it as a man, you take it as a challenge, right?
Right.
But the reality of that challenge is you setting yourself up for failure. Because she told you who she is. Like
she told you she crazy.
She told you she crazy. She told you she a lot. right? And let's be honest, we are simple people. We want to be simple people. We want to live a simple life as men. We want things to work, and then we want to be able to like have things work in a way that feels good to us, where we can have our free time, where we can have our quiet time, and then go back to the thing that works, right? Okay. And she literally is telling you, you can't handle her, which means all of her, the baggage that comes with her, the nonsense that comes with her, the crazy that come with her, the bodies that come with her, all that stuff are things that you got to be able to handle.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, the flip side to that, though, Donell, because I saw it in your face. Yeah. You were like, I disagree with that.
No. I'm not gonna say I disagree with it. I'm not gonna say what I disagree with it. What I will say is, for the most part, she was spot on. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe that if she's with the right person, this crazy woman, I believe if she's with the right person, she's gonna calm down. And you know what I'm saying? And I feel like most women, I ain't gonna say most, a lot of women that are like that, it's a defense mechanism for them. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And they're just not ready to be vulnerable with any man or anyone, if you will. I would argue that all women are crazy. That's just me. You know,
you said
somebody said.
Where's the disclaimer? Where's the disclaimer on that?
Somebody had said to me a long time ago, "It's who's crazy you just willing to deal with." You know what I mean?
Okay.
Right.
I do like things to be simple.
That ain't the one.
I do like the things to be like easy, but I also don't like to be bored either.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, if
so you like work. So you want somebody who is work.
Work.
When you know what I'm saying? Put it this way: when it's convenient for me. Okay. I ain't get this gray hair, you know what I'm saying, for nothing. When it's convenient for me.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is when it's convenient for me, I like it. But when it's not, like, I might be on the group chat like, what do I do? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm mad. Check this out. What y'all think? You know what I'm saying? And that's real talk, you know. So
that's real talk. That's real talk.
So I want to put something out there. I thought about it as John was speaking on it. I wonder if that female, because I'm not going to categorize females, but there are females like that. So that female that says I'm a lot to handle, I don't know if you can handle me. Is it the alpha male, those proud alpha males, the braggadocious ones? Are they the ones that woman needs? You know, because they're going to lay down the law how they want it and force her to fit in to his confine.
I'm telling you, Mike.
You see that?
I'm telling you, my experience is no woman wants to be the man in no relationship. They want to be vulnerable. But I will say this: like, if a man ain't acting right or acting the way that she wants him to act, she gonna be a man all day. She's just not ready to be vulnerable.
Okay.
My thoughts.
So, go ahead, John.
I don't know how I should feel about that one, guys. I just don't understand. I mean, I get there's a level of me that understands, a part of me that understands that somebody's got to be in control, right? Somebody's got to be in control, and I think this is a perfect segue into the topic that we're going to talk about later, emotional intelligence. But I also feel like if a woman wants a man to let her guard down and be vulnerable, why do we then have to deal with a woman who puts her guard up, who starts off with her guard up? Like, why does it have to be? Why do I have to wrestle you to the ground and hold you down to understand your emotions.
John, you ever had your heart broken?
Yes, I have.
Yes. And how many times have you ever let your heart be broken?
I mean, it only happened that one time for real.
Because you guarded it afterwards.
No, because what happened was I realized the signs. I realized the signs of crazy. I realized the signs of what I didn't want. I realized the signs of like what was not going to work for me in that moment.
Which is emotional intelligence. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? When you find somebody who you are willing to go through it with long term, and that's what this young lady did not talk about. She did not talk about like your willingness to look at this as a long term thing, right? Like if you just messing if you just messing with somebody, if you trying to hook up with somebody and she tell you you don't want none of this, you can't handle this, then I'm gonna be like, you know what? You're right. I can't handle that. I ain't interested because I'm just trying to hook up. Now, if I'm really looking
smash and dash.
Now, if I'm looking for something long term, if I'm looking for something like I will put up with things that I might not put up with when I'm looking for, as Mike say, a smash and dash. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I might put up with some things that I'm looking for in a long term relationship that are different. But if I know it ain't going nowhere, then I don't want to deal with your baggage. I'm done. I'm out.
But see, but you know what I'm saying? I guess in my opinion, like I don't know too many females. I don't know too many females. And this is just me that is like, oh, I'm looking for a relationship. You know what I mean? Like I don't, you know, even when I was single,
really,
it wasn't like that. You know what I mean? It was always a casual thing, and it just turned into, you know, something more exclusive. If you will.
You must have been living in the middle of nowhere. You was living in the middle of nowhere.
I've seen.
Well, you know.
I have had way more. I've had way more encounters where the female wanted a relationship than I have casual.
Right. Yeah.
I absolutely loved and messed up a big one where she just wanted it casual. And I was like, yeah, I just want casual too. And I was loving it. And then I fell for her. Wrecked the car and everything. Yep.
Dang.
Not on purpose, but yeah, that's a story. That's a story for another day. But yeah, I mean, she just wanted casual. At the time, I just wanted casual, and it was so casual. It was so cool. I loved it, and I wanted it.
He was like, I want more of this. And
if it ain't,
and then you got Donell over there in the middle of Howhere with all these hoes talking about.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, that's the easy to me. Like that's the easy part because you know what I'm saying. Like you don't have to have the expectations. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't have to deal with disappointment. You know, maybe that might be somewhere my next word to the wise. But anyway,
you can find a lot of them in PWIs, by the way. You can find a lot of those in college. They all looking for experimentation.
Looking for, yeah.
and PWIs or anywho, we're gonna take this commercial break before I get to. I've been drinking.
And we're coming back to emotional intelligence.
I ain't eat yet. So commercial break.
What you eat?
Hey, it's your girl Tia Robertson. I'm the host of Entrepreneur Insider. Every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern for entrepreneurs and news that you need to know about. See you there.
back? Are we back? I guess we back. We back.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, I don't know. You know, Ty usually does this show, and he usually says some things like subscribe and all that stuff. Subscribe.
So I got it right here.
Do it.
So
hey, don't do that. I got it all.
re-tv.net. re-tv.net. Make sure you visit it. If you want to send us anything, please send us stuff. Info at re-tv.net. That is info at re-tv.net. And subscribe to our YouTube. Relationship Entertainment Television. Make sure you ring the bell, or there's a bell that you click on that you can subscribe. Make sure you do that.
Ring-a-ling-a-ding-a-ling. Ring-a-ling-a-ding-a-ling.
Whoa. Okay. So yeah, you want to subscribe so that you can get all of the wonderful RETV content, not just Man Cave, which you're watching right now, but we have business talk. We have a women's champ. There's what's my girl's joint? Anyway, there's a lot of what's going on. Sorry, there it is. What's going on? There you go. So there's a lot of stuff going on with RETV. Check us out. Subscribe on YouTube. Bang, we hit it. All right.
There you go, Mike. Mike on top of things. I appreciate that, Mike.
Yeah. It's only because Ty used to always be like, did I get them all? So I wrote them all down, and I made sure that he got them.
There you go.
But anyway.
There you go.
Emotional intelligence is what we are talking about tonight. Okay.
I wish I had the clip of the Asian dude saying emotional damage. Have you heard that? You seen that clip?
No, I don't know that.
That's funny. Yeah. Anywho, all right. So we're gonna pull up.
No. So the definition first. I don't know if you saw
the definition first. Let's see. I got you.
Because emotional intelligence. Everybody doesn't know what emotional intelligence is, right?
Right.
And there it is. Bam. Y'all can read it. I'll read it. An individual's ability to identify, understand, and manage their own emotions. That's the key. As well as the emotions of those around them. Because if you can understand yours and you can understand theirs, it's easier to manage that. But that's the definition for emotional intelligence. And I need to make sure everybody sees that and understands that. Okay. There it is.
Okay.
Now,
and then we got...
There's some characteristics to it.
Ooh, he got pillars. He got the 4 pillars of emotional intelligence. Okay.
I found them on Wellable, whatever. I think it was Wellable.com, something like that. But anyway, there are characteristics, right? So there's actually, when I was looking at it, there's between 4 and 5. Some people add a 5th one as motivation.
Okay.
But you know, I didn't include that. So 1, self-awareness. Recognize your own emotions first and foremost. You've got to recognize when you were feeling good, when you were not feeling good. What has made you not feel good? Recognize your own emotions. Understand how they influence your actions, because it's not just women, guys. We react off of emotion too. Okay. And so understanding how our emotions caused us to react and act in certain ways is key. Number 2, regulation. Well, you got to regulate it, right? You got to manage it. Another place had it as self-management. Manage your emotions in a healthy way, right? Not toxic like Jada. You know, we're not going to go there. You know, you're not going to put everything on Red Table Talk. But manage your emotions in a healthy way. Adapt to changing circumstances. All right? Bang. That's a key one. Adapting. You know, you got to be able to see things, maneuver, pivot, and manage. So number 3, empathy. Damn it, if I got emotions, somebody else that I'm seeing or dealing with, or even my friend base, they have emotions too. So we have to understand the other people's emotions and offer comfort and support. Some people are more comforting. Some people are more supporting than others. That's fine. but it's knowing the balance. It's knowing that person has some sort of need for comfort and some sort of need for support. Whether you offer it or you say, "Hey, I know you can get it," you know.
Southern comfort.
What'd you say, Donell?
Southern comfort.
Penelope. I'm with Penelope. Architect. And then number 4 is relationship management or social skills. This is actually when you put it all to use in your social environments. Build and maintain relationships and effective communication. Y'all, communication is the key to every relationship you have, whether it's parent, son, daughter, whether it's brother, sister, sibling, whether it's at work with your boss, at work with your coworkers, whether it's the hoes that you're dealing with, or whether it is the woman that you're trying, the women or men that you're trying to be with, you know, long term. Communication is the key. So anyway, that's all that. The 4 pillars of emotional intelligence.
So Mike is teaching a class here. So we're gonna go ahead and show the video that goes along with the said class.
This is what sparked everything. I saw this on the internet. This is what sparked everything. Let's hit it.
We're gonna watch this now. Here we go.
Do you ladies feel like women are seriously ready for emotionally intelligent men?
Kitty, what do you think? Okay, let's talk about what emotional intelligence comes with before we even get into this conversation, okay? We're talking about you wanting a man who is tolerant, who regulates his emotions, who also knows how to manage your emotions. But you're also talking about a man who knows how to navigate his sensitivities and everything else when it comes to that. But you have to consider that an emotionally intelligent man is good at cutting people off when he sees that your sensitivities bring too much reactivity. When he sees that you cannot regulate your emotions. When he sees that you have a low tolerance. This type of man that you are asking for is a man who will walk you out the door in a heartbeat. If he feels like you are disrupting his peace. If he feels like there's any level of disrespect, because there's a lot that comes with emotional intelligence. So if you asking for that, you got to come with the same level of emotional intelligence as well. Okay? That comes with a number of factors. So if you are a woman who knows that even though you may be sensitive to certain things like criticism, rejection, because you're not always going to be accepted. Sometimes he's going to bounce back. And sometimes he's going to say, I don't agree with your opinion. Sometimes he's going to say, I don't like those thoughts. Sometimes he's going to say, I don't like the way you speak to me. If you're not ready for that, don't be asking for an intelligent man.
Don't ask for it. Don't ask. Don't start no stuff. Won't be no stuff.
Be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you ask for.
But wait, I got to show one more thing before we move on to that, because this may or may not factor in, but I thought it was engaging in this moment. So let's see what I got. I got a lot of stuff going on here, guys, tonight. And then we can hop into it. Damn it, where is it?
Pornhub. It's Pornhub.
It ain't porn. It ain't Pornhub. not this time. Okay, not this time.
It's badroleplay.black.
All right. Here we go.
Islands. What are they really thinking about?
Leave me alone, please leave me alone. Leave me alone, please leave me alone. Leave me alone, please leave me alone. Leave me alone, please leave me alone.
So when your man goes silent, because he that's what he wants. He wants you to leave him alone. Please leave him alone.
Did y'all see Jay-Z bopping to it too?
I thought he was about to spit some fire.
He probably would have.
I told you the internet was real. It was real ridiculous this week. Anyway, emotional intelligence. If your man, do women actually want an emotionally intelligent man?
Do you really want an emotional intelligent man? You know, so a lot of women, it's like a hot word right now. You know, over the last couple of years, I think I've been hearing this emotional intelligence. I personally had to look it up because I didn't know what emotional intelligence was. Donell would talk about it, and I had to look it up. You know,
so you know, I think as humans, you know what I'm saying, we're all a work in progress, male or female. You know, my biggest thing is, and I think the woman, and I've never seen a woman break it, you know what I'm saying, unpack that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, my thing is a woman will have an expectation that a man has the emotional intelligence, but you know what I'm saying, for me it's the, you know, sometimes I respond on my reaction, you know what I'm saying, like my reaction is based on, you know what I'm saying, how something, you know, pitch, tone, and delivery.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so it's like, oh, you want to throw in my face, you want to throw in my face emotional intelligence, but this is how you coming at me.
Right.
Like, I will box you.
So that, and I think that's the whole point of what I wanted to get into. It is when women start screaming, I want you as that man to have emotional intelligence. You have to fully understand what that means. Because not only does it help them to understand you, but because they understand you, they are learning now how to navigate or dismiss your ass. So, and that's what the young lady was breaking down. You know, so first and foremost, she was saying that it's a man, you know, these women who are wanting emotional intelligent men. You should want emotional intelligent men. Let me start there. and this is what Donell was kind of getting to. Men, you should be emotionally intelligent because it helps. It helps in relationships. It helps with communication. It helps with understanding. It helps you to guide yourself. Now, with that being said, men are all about their peace at home. When it comes to when they finish work, they want peace. So, a man that is emotionally intelligent will be tolerant because they understand, right? Regulate his emotions. He may not fly off the handle all the time because he evaluates the response. He evaluates how, when he says this, what you're going to do, because he wants to keep his peace. Man, your emotions. Go ahead. Man.
I was gonna say too, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes for me, like if I'm not responsive, you know what I'm saying, it's because one,
I want to be left alone. I want to be alone.
That part, but you know what I'm saying, it's like we have to process.
Yeah, we do.
And if
we don't process, men don't process as quick as women usually. Some men do.
Well, my thing is this, you know what I mean? Like, you know, my thing is if I've processed and am willing to revisit and I'm still getting that pitch, tone, and delivery that doesn't sit well with me, then I'm good, because you know what I'm saying. And so I guess
you're going to cut.
Well, what I was going to say was a part of emotional intelligence is knowing what your triggers are.
Yes. Okay.
So if the decibels ain't adding up, then it's, you know what I'm saying, then it's for me, it's no point.
Right. But okay, so my question to that is, you talk about pitch, tone, and delivery. I think that more often than not, people are reactive versus being like internalizing things and really thinking it through. Like they just reacting in the moment. Right. So when you react in the moment, you're not actually using your emotional intelligence at all.
That's right.
You just reacting to the situation. And when you take that mode, when you know what I'm saying, you think about a cat right? A cat, when you scare a cat or whatever, it gets up on his paws and it gets real, like it arches his back or whatever. That's reactive, right? So it gets defensive and it goes right into defensive mode as opposed to really taking the time to really think through like what just happened here. And in that moment, you actually create a situation. So when you say a man we take more time to think things through, like, but you know, a woman may want you to respond in the moment. Like, that's hard, right? Because I need you to leave me alone so that I can think through it. You know what I'm saying?
They feel like, you know what I'm saying, I call it stonewalling, but it, you know, for me that's not it. You know what I mean? It's like you know what I mean? Like, I always say, like, oh, a woman just like the excitement of an argument. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I guess maybe for the sake of the makeup. I don't know. Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really.
They feel like it shows love. Go ahead, though.
Yeah, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some women, and it might, hey, look, it might have something to do with their background. You know what I'm saying? Some women can handle themselves through, you know, through chaos. You know what I mean? Because that's what they used to. You know, like for me, you know, I don't do well with, you know, the issue at hand and, you know what I'm saying, all the yelling, you know what I'm saying, amongst the stresses of life. Like, I'm, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't work for me.
Okay.
So I'm not going to entertain
it. Well,
like it or not.
So here's the thing. You know, a man needs to know how to manage his emotions. We can be reactive. Some men think quicker than others. I don't happen to be one of those quick thinkers. I'll be honest. You know, I'm a reactive person. I do very well and have always done very well with reaction, with, you know, taking a situation as it hits me, emergencies. You know, I'm very good in emergencies, you know, things like that. So I'm a reactive person. However, I'm learning to think more. My wife is a thinker. You know, she thinks 5 steps for everything. I mean, if she puts a piece of gum in her mouth, she's already thought of 5 things about that piece of gum. You know, that's just the type of person she is. So, you know, you can imagine our arguments are all her. But, you know, the whole thing is, though, I've had to learn that I have to navigate my emotions better so that I can understand my triggers, my sensitivities, like Donell was saying, and know how to keep my peace, because that's what's most important to me. I don't like conflict. Sue me. I don't. You know, I deal with it in different situations the best I can. But when you're talking about situations that are very close to heart, like my wife or my kids, you know, it becomes a little more difficult. But the whole thing is, and she was talking about in her video, that when you are looking for an emotionally intelligent man, that emotionally intelligent man may be quicker to cut your ass off because you are quick to react of your own sensitivities. So if you want an emotionally intelligent man, well, you got to be emotionally intelligent too, because he's going to pick up on stuff. And when you're reacting to his sensitivities and your sensitivities, he may be like, wait a minute, I don't want to deal with this. Number 2, you cannot regulate your emotions. There's a lot of women who can't. So you have to work on that if you want an emotionally intelligent man. You've got to be able to regulate your own emotions. And 3, last one, have a low tolerance. You know, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you know what I'm saying, just listening to you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to say this, not saying that I totally agree with it, but you know what I'm saying? And I've said this probably to you, Mike, before. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of times, you know, the women, the women may say that they want emotional intelligence man based on the strength of that's how you bring them down from a 10 to a 2. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Or so they can understand, so we can understand them.
Right. You know what I mean?
That's what I get out of it.
Right. And so, you know, and I'm not saying that there's no room for growth for the woman, but you know what I'm saying? I guess the expectation is, you know, a woman is going to be a woman. It's how the man responds. And I'm listen. I've already.
I see what you're saying. I'm there. Yeah.
I already have my disclaimer out there. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's the, you know, how does the man, you know, treats the crazy in me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
I mean, so are you saying that? Are you saying that all women have crazy in them? Is that what you're saying?
He said it earlier.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All women are crazy. Yeah.
Boy, I tell you, I don't.
To degrees. To degrees. But yeah.
But all women, man.
To degrees. Yeah.
I mean, I think this is how I feel about it. Right? Is that I think that I don't think anybody is ready for the last part that she said, right? Which is or it might have been close to the last part that she said, like understanding when that man is ready to walk you out the door,
right?
Because he can't deal, like you are messing up his peace, right? Yeah. And I think that's the part that I don't think people are ready for. So when you asked me earlier if I had ever had my heart broken, and I said absolutely. And then I talked about like the times when I decided, like when I made a decision that this relationship wasn't going anywhere with other women. And I literally told them, I sat them down, you know what I'm saying, for a lack of a better way to put it. And I was like, you know what, this isn't working. Like I could easily have stayed in those situations and had sex with them for the sake of having sex with them, right? Or, you know, been in a relationship with them for the sake of being in a relationship with them. But the reality of it is that it didn't benefit me mentally. Like there was no mental benefit for me. And I know people always say that men are physical and women are mental. But the reality of it is that if my mental is not there, like if I feel like you are mentally draining to me as a partner, then I will walk you out the door. I will tell you, you know what? It's not going to work. This is not going to work. Like, it ain't going to, this ain't long term. And I don't do short term, not anymore. Like, wow, definitely not now. But you know what I'm saying? Like, there was a point that I got to a point where that was just the reality of it, right? I just couldn't deal with the nonsense. Yeah. Because I had grown in my emotional intelligence, I had grown to a point of understanding that I could not deal with the BS.
I got to that point too, John. I don't want to, dive too deep into my past. We do that on different segments. But I got to a point where I felt like I was not doing relationships anymore. Because of, like you were saying, it's short term versus long term. I knew that I wanted a long term, but I wasn't looking for that long term. What I knew was I was not doing short term anymore, because I wasn't doing short term emotions. So I would just date. And every girl I dealt with knew I'm just dating. I'm not looking for a relationship, blah, 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 until that crazy one, where not crazy on them, but crazy on me, where both of us said we didn't want a relationship, and I ended up wanting one. But yeah, anyway, to bring it back, if that woman is looking for, if you're looking as women for your man to have or increase his emotional intelligence, or if you don't have a man and you're seeking a man with emotional intelligence, you got to make sure that you're doing the same for yourself. Period. That's what this whole thing was about. You've got to make sure that if you are looking for that in that man, you understand it in yourself. So when he calls you out, you can receive it. And there's three things that I want to bring up that a lot of women, not all, Toya, not all, but a lot of women will have problems with. These three things: criticism, that's one, rejection, and three ties into rejection. It's disagreeing with you, disagreeing with your opinion, disagreeing with what you want, whatever. That's a form of rejection. So really it's two, but that disagreement kind of has to, it goes deep. So those three things, you have to be comfortable in yourself to accept criticism, because an emotionally intelligent man will understand where you're coming from. He will understand where he's coming from and tell you that's not right, or I don't agree with it. Rejection, I mean, everybody's not going to agree with you. You want that to happen? Yes, we all do. But it's not reality. So, and then the disagreement part, I just to jump back on it. So basically, if you are not ready for that, then don't look for an emotionally intelligent man. Period.
All right.
That's really all I had to say about it. It is, if you're looking for it, be it.
And I love that point, and I appreciate that. And we are going to end on that. And I'm going to withhold the nonsensical thing that I was going to put up at the end of this. And I'm just going to put it in the chat for my boys. We're going to look at it later. Ty can see it, and he going to be happy I didn't put it on the show. But I'm going to show you guys later, okay? So thank you all for watching the Millionaire Man Cave. If you have not already, subscribe to the show. Subscribe to the show on all your favorite social media, Facebook, Instagram, not Instagram. We got Instagram too. Facebook, Instagram. We got YouTube. We on LinkedIn. I don't even know what the hell we doing on LinkedIn. I don't even know what that look like.
Get a job.
Like, get a job. Watch Millionaire Man Cave. I don't understand that, but you know what I'm saying. Check us out. You know what I'm saying. Follow us on all your favorite social medias, and we love doing this show. It's always fun. I probably drank too much, but I was hosting this week, so I didn't say a whole lot. Okay, I kept it real light and easy this week. But
we appreciate you, John.
I know, right? Because that ain't
you. Gotta bring your Mr. PC personality back a little bit.
You know what? You know what happened? I'll tell you what. I didn't even say the F word this week.
I didn't notice that.
I don't think I said the F word this week. We got a couple of them. I should probably say one, right? At least get it out there. Anyway, we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do that. The show is over. Thank you for watching the Millionaire Man Cave. We had a great show today. Thank you, Mike, for the topic this week. Thank you guys both for being here. Thank you all for watching. If you're watching on the Rewatch Gang, we love you. If you're watching live, we love you. Check us out next week, Tuesday. Same bat time, same bat station. We'll be right here.
Hold on.
Oh, no, don't mess up my closing.
Oh, hold up. My bad. Don't let it stop here. You guys, we have the Man Cave on Facebook that you can get into. You can continue this conversation.
But only for men.
That's only for men. But there's also Relationship Television Facebook that you can continue this on. And then the YouTube comments. They keep going. So, don't feel like you don't have a voice. Don't feel like if you feel like you got to say something, say it. There's a place for you.
There you go. John, Thank you, Mike. I'm sorry. Thank you. That's all. No, it's all good because you're right. We had to mention that RATV is live and direct, and you guys can check it out on your Roku. Don't forget that. I don't even. Do y'all have a Roku? I don't. Anyway, you can watch it on Roku. You know what I'm saying? You can watch it on YouTube. You can check us out. learn more about all the shows that's happening on RATV. Support the station as well. We always accept a donation. It is Giving Tuesday. So feel free to give on this Giving Tuesday. Donate to RATV, PayPal. You know what I'm saying? We can take your money too.
Yeah.
We love you guys.
Love you.
And you ain't gonna never let me host again. All right.
Same channel.
That's right. That's right. We out. Peace.
Peace.